Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded at the 2, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 30 pace, let's go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. James has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. McFarland. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah. Backside
guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's good.
King on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is King. To throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch. Check 52.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Race don't travel. Ready.
On 3rd down, McFarland finding room inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Okay. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go, go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now King, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. The Mike, the flag. The Mike. 81. Check 37. Now, get him, get him, get him. You got him.
King now, from the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's what I do. Check 22, check,
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
I know he ain't got it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back. Fly to the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue. To do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Under 10, 10.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. A run for Nick Chubb. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Looking to throw. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Cut. Come on. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to throw. King. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Exit.
Here's King, throwing on 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Chubb. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this throw caught left side, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shift! Watch the shift!
King on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Don't be alone, Dick. Small. No.
To throw is King. Throwing on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
They run it again with Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
55, Mike, 55.
Looking to throw. King. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now King on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. King now, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Go.
On 1st and 10, King. That is caught inside the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Okay, ready? You got blocked me. Man, that's trash. That's trash. And go.
Now back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
You better be afraid of me. Okay? You better.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2nd and 9 now. Man open left side is Brown. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Jaguars. Nick Chubb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Chubb running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's King on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. That one 28 yards on the ground.
A 28-yard gain. And a Dolphin first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man the man. Out there with the hands, thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. I'm cocky,